Hello folks, my name is Sergio MONOR, and I am the writer of this book, MONOR, which was originally written in Spanish and then translated into Portuguese by Simone and in English with my colleague Rosana. And today I would like to show you how to use a tool which I have named the cutting tool, a methodology to deprogram and reprogram ourselves. It is very simple and effective, since we are the only creators of our reality. But sometimes we don't know how to express ourselves, how to give us implicit orders. So this is a way to project your will on a piece of paper, something tangible. You can touch it. As it is an act, your subconscious obeys your orders. I've been developing this tool, and up to now we have 3 versions. I'm gonna explain how I do it, but later you can do it however you want or you feel. I'm just doing it because many friends told me they have doubts about it. But you can do it in your personal way, so you can verify and see it with your own eyes. The first version of the cutting tool is to separate from somebody or something. We are going to take a sheet of paper and write on both sides 4 times, because we have to close the cycle: full, waxing, empty, waning. To close this cycle is a way to cut with our programming, already anchored in our subconscious. So, let's begin with the separating version. In this version, the separating version, you have to write your full name on top of the paper, because you have to identify with the paper. So, I write my name, Sergio Manuel Pop, my signature, and also, if I want, a picture of myself. We do it 4 times. We use this version if you have an emotional separation, or you want to quit suffering because somebody is hurting you, or you want to separate from something, or you feel trapped energetically or emotionally. It's the same in the end. You write the names of the people you want to separate from below: Brian, Mary, Joseph, Judy, whoever. You can also use pictures, because remember, you are talking to yourself. You are expressing your will. So you write the full name of the person on the 4 sides of the paper, and a picture of that person if you also want it so.
All right.
How many cuts should we make? In this case, I use 6 because this number symbolizes union and friendship. So you will cut a union with something or somebody that you don't want to exist in your reality anymore. Here we have a picture with the number 6, which was pronounced ses in Sumerian, and then it evolved in sis in French and seis in Spanish. Anyway, if you feel like cutting 2 times, it will be alright, because it is you who command in your reality. It's you. Remember that this is a way to talk to yourself, nothing else. I do it like that, but you are free to do whatever you want, like always. Now we cross 6 lines on top of the picture or the noun. You can also write Nor, that means light in Sumerian. north for me. And maybe you want to write north also for the other person so they can go with their own light. And you repeat this operation on the 4 sides.
Three, 4, 5, and 6. All right.
Now you put them all together. You take a pair of scissors and starting from below, you cut the lines. You take the top parts with your name and you will put them in a safe place with light until you get your aim, until the critical mass is reached. In fact, it is a way to feed it because the moment you make the cut, it will happen. And then you make a wad of paper with the rest and you put it aside for the moment. Now I want to explain you the second version, eliminating version. We begin in the same way. We take a A4 paper and we write our names to identify ourselves with the piece of paper. And in a cross way, we write everything we want to eliminate from our lives. For example, sadness. You can do it in the 4 sides.
Okay.
Illness. Pain. Poverty.
Poverty.
Use the common words that come to your head. Don't look for difficult words or with another meaning. It has to be with the words you have programmed yourself. This is your personal program, the endogenous one, and then we have the exogenous one, politics, war, police, thefts, mafia, the system,
Uy, sorry.
the all-seeing eye,
Make it big.
the dragon, God, angels, the devil, the ascended masters,
We'll abbreviate it.
and you repeat the same in the 4 pieces of paper. Pay attention not to write your name on the back on the same place. You are gonna cut the paper. Alright? We have it. In this case, we'll cross 8 lines since the number 8 is the complete cycle.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
As you have seen, we start from the bottom and you cross the words. At least you should cross 5 or 6 lines on the words and you complete the lines with the rest of the paper. Alright? In the same way, you do it on the 4 sides. And now, time to cut.
Wait. The third paper. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm ready.
This is one of the best ways to deprogram yourself, to eliminate the program you don't want in your reality. You have the right of free choice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so again you put the upper part aside and you make a ball with the rest, and we will burn it. I will explain it later. Let's go with the third version, the remaining version. We start as we already did before, and instead of writing nor for me, you can write inner nor. This is what I usually write. Now that you have identified with the paper, you have to remain words. It means that you are going to take keywords in your reality, like money, sex, love, health, friendship. This is to boycott or to eliminate all the programming we have inside. And you look for a new one that will be beneficial for you. You auto-program yourself with the new meanings. Or at least this is the one you need right now, because it can change depending on the situation of your life. For example, I choose wealth. We put underneath our name on the 4 sheets of paper. And now we are going to write at the bottom, in a cross way, the words or expressions that boycott wealth. For instance, it doesn't belong to me, because the programming always tells us wealth is for rich ones or for the bad ones, but never for you. So you write it. We can also write, it is difficult to reach it.
Ready.
Or we can just get it through suffering and effort. This is another program. Or the ones who are wealthy are bandits and thieves. So I don't want to be rich. So we write, only for the thieves. Or, if I am wealthy, they will only love me for my money, but not for who I am. So I don't want money. You can also write the words boycott and sabotage, and remember, paper, paper, pay for, paper, pay for. So you had better cut with debt.
How long, please? I'm gonna write debt. Oops, sorry. Okay.
You can choose whatever you want, a whole sentence or a word, whatever comes to your mind every time you think of wealth. And you repeat it in 4 sheets of paper. And we do the same we did with the eliminating version. And this time we cross 9 lines, because 9 means new.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
We do it 4 times and we cut.
Let's cut.
Eight and 9. We keep the upper part and we make a ball with the strips. How many times per day should you do it? As many as you want. What you feel. Are there usually reverberations? Yes, but not necessarily. Anyway, if there are reverberations, it's fantastic. You have to understand that we are all different, so there won't be the same consequences for everybody. It is a random result. It depends on everyone's programming, on the intensity, many factors. Then you take the ball or balls of paper, and in a bowl or another recipient you put denatured alcohol.
Thank you. Take it, please.
You burn it and let it go with the quantum. Like that, your programming will go back where it came from. You can do it in the countryside, in your terrace, always in a safe place, of course. Then, with the upper parts, we have two versions. The first one is to take candles, black nor, red nar, near the blue one, and near the yellow one. I remind you, nor means light, our inner light, and near in Babylonian. All kind of rituals, like this one, are made to talk to yourself, to your divine being, since you are the creator of your own reality. Then you put the candles, or just one, in a plate or wherever you feel like. This is a way to enlighten them, to give strength to your conscious act. Let you guide by your instincts, and everything will flow. You will see it.
Okay.
Another version is to light a little lamp all day long. Instead of the candles, you can use a LED lamp and put it in a corner where you can see it. And remember, your purpose is over there. I prefer this way because I'm feeding my purpose constantly. Like when you are cooking, you have to keep the fire constantly, right? This is the same, symbolically. How long should I keep these parts? As long as you want. And then there will arrive one day when you will feel you want to burn them. Do it. And you will thank for having accomplished their mission. I normally do the positive things in the morning and the negative ones in the evening. So the moon takes them away with its electromagnetic power. Now I'm gonna answer the doubts people usually ask us. But remember that you have to decide by yourself. Feel it. Let's not be sheep anymore, because nobody can decide in your place. Get your power and your strength, your decision power. Don't put limits to yourself. Limits were imposed to us, but there are no limits. We are in an endless universe. You can also cut mentally. For example, you walk on the street and you see something you don't like. You can say, I cut with this event or circumstance. And then if you want, when you come back home, you do the physical cut. But cut at the right moment so you don't feel something you don't like in your reality. A woman told me she always takes a piece of thread in her purse and a small pair of scissors. And like that, she can cut the thread at any place. It is also a psychomagic act. The color of the candles. Well, as I already said, I take the three colors and the black one, which is condensation, and the white one, which means divergence. It takes everything far away. On the other hand, the black one is to attract something, to attract something together with the three colors. But everything depends on the meaning you want to give to your act. You can also put pictures at the bottom and on the top, since pictures are more exact, words aren't, since they are not in coherence. Nothing will happen to you if it hadn't been programmed in you before. So cut with that programming and it won't happen to you again, and don't go inside a fractal cycle. If you ever can't find synonyms of words you are looking for, you can use the web page wordreference.com. They also give you the antonyms in case you need them. Can we cut together? Yes. For example, a couple with problems. They can do it together and each one cut 4 strips of the paper. Can we cut on behalf of somebody? Yes. If you are his father or mother or guardian, but you should ask for permission if the other person is already an adult. But anyway, you can do whatever you want. I'm telling you how I would do it, But if somebody is in a coma and he or she can't talk and you think it will be good for him or her, go ahead. You can cut with all the symbology around you. The one that you don't want in your reality. Religion, justice, diseases, war. Everything we are afraid of because of the media. All that comes to your head and that you feel is hurting you. First of all, I would cut with fear because it blocks us in every way. Fear sabotages us and stops us of going for what we like or desire. There may be reverberations. For example, if you got married in the name of God, which is the dragon, and you cut with the dragon, you will have reverberations with your couple, and especially if the union is not real but fictitious. Anyway, you decide. Remember, this is an inner dialogue with yourself. There are orders that you command yourself. You can also cut with contracts, with karma. Everything is a lie and a truth. It depends on the value you give to it. With destiny. But destiny is not written. You do it day by day. You can reprogram it very quickly as long as it hasn't happened yet. But also, if something has already happened, you can correct it. I will put a group of topics in every cut. Needs, misfortune, poverty, emptiness. Another one for sadness, depression, pain. And another one with fear, terror, dread. I always try to group them through similarity. You can also cut with all family programs. For example, cancer in the family. You write, my mother had cancer, so will I. No, cut. And you cut it. You can cut with all the family inherited programs you think are affecting you. All the fractals. You can cut with death too. With death. You can cut with evil influences. With negativity. With evil eye. With legal conflicts. With everything. Cut. But I would cut with the dragon above all and the archon, the winged snake, the Draco. I wouldn't cut with our lineage, but with attitudes. For example, you can cut with abuse of power, submission, slavery, but not with your father directly, because he also inherited this attitude from his parents, and everything gets repeated in a fractal way. Your ancestors were slaves to a program, and you probably too. So cut with the program that made them to make mistakes. but do not cut with them. You will find the proper words to cut, because they are the same you always have in your head. You know them better than me. If you are looking for money, it is very important that you cut firstly with debt. Because if you are attracting money, it will leave because of your debts. You will have to cut with debts. Otherwise, you will never be able to retain it. It is not necessary to put emotion in the act of cutting because it is an act. You need to observe. Observation is very important because it is for you, for your inner you. You give orders to yourself. Sometimes after cutting you may suffer from a headache since you are reprogramming your subconscious. Also stomachache or another symptom, but it is temporary, don't worry. I can tell you this according to my own experience and that of the people who wrote to me telling me their experiences. If you have symptoms, it's because there was a problem in latency and you are eliminating it, and it was close to manifest in your reality. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a reverberation. So you will finally avoid that problem. And that's it. Don't hesitate to write to us if you have any doubts to sergio@monor.org or rosana@monor.org. And also, you can post your cards or feelings and impressions in our English Facebook Saxon Monor. I want you to share information so we can help each other. If you want to go further with all this information, you can purchase the book in www.monor.org. We send it all over the world. We have already sent books to North America, South America, UK, Norway, Denmark, China, Russia. So my friends, we have given you a tool that you can use at home. But the best part is that you can improve your reality and have an effective change in your life to get your freedom and happiness. We send you a big kiss, a big hug, and we'll see you in the next video. Good luck, and I hope you will get your dreams. This reality is to enjoy it. Totally the opposite we were always taught: suffering, punishment. Let's cut with all this. You can do it.